Seattle offense.
From the 35, they begin with a pass play and a threaded needle over the middle for a first down to Jackson Smith-Njigba. Tied a franchise record with 100.
Departure of Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf now with the Steelers. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he's going to become the prominent target, the go-to guy in the passing game, and he operates out of that slot. No receiver in the league last year was more productive in yards and catches, operating in that slot position. And
Darnold floats one. Smith-Njigba's loose. Jackson Smith.
Again, working out of the inside in the slot. It's just a little wheel route. Look, he sells like he's going to the flat and then turns it up the sideline. The anticipation and the touch. We talked, Brock Purdy did it on his opening drive, throwing guys open. Putting the air on the ball there by Sam Darnold's what's allowed Smith-Njigba to run away from Stout. And
now throw over the middle, Smith-Njigba.
Now they can go fast. They'll take a timeout. You see McDonald, he raced down the sideline. So they tried it with the handoff. That put him in second and reasonable. But look how deep these safeties are. There's so much space in the middle of the field. A very similar type defensive structure for San Francisco, as we've talked about with Seattle.
With a minute 13, second and 10. Darnold, one-on-one, Smith-Njigba! They went back to Smith-Njigba, and he beat Green. 41 yards to the 14.
So Clint Kubiak, he looked across on that last possession of the 49ers and saw the Ricky Pearsall double move, and he said, all right, I've got one of those double moves in my back pocket too, and the go-to guy all day has been Smith-Njigba. Watch, he sells the out, up, and just that double move. Ball's put on. Seattle's in business. Remember, they still have that lone timeout, over a minute to go in the game.
Seattle avoids disaster on third down. Now play action. Shot downfield. Smith-Njigba's got it against Ramsey. Down to the 10-yard line.
On the edge for Njigba. He fought through the contact, slowed down for the ball, and used his body. Sam Darnold really emerged last year doing this with Jordan Addison, with Justin Jefferson.
Empty set on third down, and another slant. Jackson Smith-Njigba has a first down again. Peyton Wilson finally stops him, and the forward progress down to the 21-yard line. Another third down conversion.
Slot again. Watch him work in the middle. Knows exactly where to go. Gives his quarterback a friendly target. But what we're also seeing this trend, Adam, when you get into third downs, and you know it's going to be a complicated look on defense, what do you want to do as an offense for Clint Kubiak?
Torrey Horton goes in motion on first down and 10. A play fake, Darnold on the move. Darnold throws, and he's got a man. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His first touchdown of the season.
This offense and what it's able to do, and this is old school Gary Kubiak going boot to your left side right there for Sam Darnold and able to get his shoulders around the head. Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Sam Darnold, the touchdown pass, and it's 7-0. Darnold deep on first down. Smith-Njigba reels it in. There is a flag back at the...
...him real late in it. But Smith-Njigba just runs past Kool-Aid McKinstry, number 4, and underneath him was Justin Reed, number 21, and that pass, again, dropped in the bucket. Sam Darnold.
Darnold. Deep downfield and reaching back is Smith-Njigba.
Much better, the throw or the stutter and go. What a route by Jackson Smith-Njigba, able to run away from Max Melton. But heck of a job, right over the outside shoulder, right foot, left foot, out of bounds, and a first down where the Cardinals have some momentum. Crowds in the game, 3rd and 6. And Sam Darnold, look at the eyes, focusing on that safety, saw him bite down, knew that he had a one-on-one to the outside to his best receiver, who's had a quiet.
Darnold to the outside, and the minute you say it's a quiet night, he gets a little noisy. First down.
Then finally get number 11. an opportunity to make a catch, and here on a third down, great job. It's make fun of me. I have 4 sons, and when they were younger, I used to give them this look right here.
Yeah.
It's a touchdown. It was right in front of the ball carrier.
Offense.
Offense number 11.
Week, 1st and 10. Clock is ticking. Blocked by Walker. Darnold whacked as he throws. Caught! Smith and Jigba. He's all over the place. A flag. Helmet.
What a throw by Darnold, though.
No kidding.
Right on the money to
this. 2nd down 2. Fake to Walker. Look at the time. Going deep, and he's got him. Smith and Jigba. What a catch. Beating Winfield. Oh, what a beauty. 50.
Watch Smith and Jigba. He works, it looks like, and as soon as the safety turns his hip, as soon as Winfield turns his hips to the inside, then Smith and Jigba takes it to the outside, and that's when Darnold lets it fly. And then it's a matter of can he locate the ball. Winfield never is able to get his head around to locate it. He's in position.
Smith and Jigba. A Pro Bowler a season ago with 100 receptions, 1,000 yards. And off to the same kind of start this year for the Hawks.
Kevin, that throw is all about trust and timing. You let it rip before the receiver even gets his head around. You're trying to keep that underneath defender towards the flat. Great timing, great throw. Got to remember.
And Smith and Jigba on the move, and Charbonnet will remain with a line drive. Caught, touchdown. Working on Vildor. Jackson, Smith and Jigba.
Great combination right here. Smith and Jigba's to the outside. He's just running a skinny post. Cup to the inside, runs a flat. Receiver to the inside, even inside of that, is clearing out. I'd love to see how Darnold uses his eye.
Torrey Horton.
Gonna let it fly. JSN is out there. JSN has it. Touchdown, Seahawks. A spike in the end zone and a 61-yard rocket to number 11. JSN puts 6 more on the board for the Hawks. And that's how you loosen up that defense that is fighting you tooth and nail at the line of scrimmage. You throw over them, and the Seahawks explode for a big touchdown reception and go on top 9-6. Left fires, got a man out here on the near side. Ball is caught. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Rifles one down the middle. He's got a man. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Darnold has time. Gonna let it fly. JSN is out there. JSN has it. Touchdown! Seahawks! A spike in the end zone and a 61-yard rocket to number 11.
They showed play action, safety's eyes in the backfield. JSN turns on the burners. It's a wrap.
Yeah, man. Straight drop, floating one, and toward the sideline at the 45. Jackson Smith and Jigba, and yes, he kept his feet in.
That's called an access throw, so we're going to just drive the corner off and then sit down, show the inside.
Picking up is Darnold, and Sam floats one open is Smith and Jigba, and he will glide to about the 21-yard line of Jacksonville.
Well, to hang off that 2 tight end look, so as Smith and Jigba comes over, there's nobody underneath. You see Gardeck chasing late, but he was there. He got sucked up into that play action, and there's Smith and Jigba. He is so good right now, and I'm telling you, I would cover.
Throw, and floating one down the middle, and Smith and Jigba has it. Touchdown Seahawks. Working against Greg Newsome, who was in the game, the newest Jag.
Got that much space right there, and Njigba gets on the toes of the DB and just says, see you later, I'm faster than you, and Sam Darnold throwing a dime spot.
Njigba in the end zone. Off Jackson Smith and Njigba, his third year, maybe his best year. Look at the number of his first 6 games, and we have more to play here in terms of yardage and catch. And that's a new career long for him of 61 yards. He hit his career long last week on a 53-yarder against Tampa Bay. In that game, he had over 130 receiving yards. And
just comes in, was traded for last week. You're expecting some help from that safety to stay on top. Right, stay on top of that route. He doesn't. He bites into the...
Has it. Touchdown Seahawks. 2nd and 7. Caught at midfield and sliding is Jackson Smith and Njigba. However, the Jags are covering him here.
Watch the hands. Watch his hands. Inside, he just uses that as leverage on Brown, slaps him by, and then cuts back inside and gives a friendly target to the quarterback. And this is not a big dude. I mean, he's 6 foot.
Seahawks in control. They have under Mike Macdonald. That pass he is caught. Jackson Smith and Njigba, he's worked that. Flag came in.
Flag on the play, but he's just working. That's the second time they've run that little in cut and then out right in front of the opponent.
Yeah, that's right. If it wasn't directly at the opponent, right, you probably don't get the flag.
Yeah, there's a double move when he's had access to the outside.
Seattle has scored on 4 of its last 5 possessions.
Smith and Njigba says, I'm going to...
Against Tampa Bay at home and on the road. Outstanding numbers for him, including the longest touchdown catch in his young career.
There's nothing, you name it, he's done it all today. And the big one over the top. Smith and Njigba's had an incredible day.
Yard line, the crowd fired up. It has not been the case today. Haven't been able to run it, so Darnold's throwing it and completing it. So the man we just showed you the highlight.
Here's the fade, looking downfield for Smith and Njigba, who plucked it with one hand. JSN.
There's the first deep ball connection of the game against Darius Williams outside, and tell you what,
fake it to him. Darnold rolling, looking, throwing. Oh, did he keep it in bounds? He did. Come on, Smith and Njigba, just terrific.
Watch him coming from the other side of the field. They boot to the left, and Darnold puts it just out there. And kind of a 2-ball. There's a tiny bit of arc. You can see it over Spates. And when he's got that vision and he feels like there's kind of a yard or...
3rd and 9. Gino will put it up top. Twisted. What a catch! Jackson Smith and Njigba with a 5-star grab.
Oh, my goodness. This thing, he had to flip his head around and catch it with one hand. That is unbelievable. You have no idea how hard it is to flip your head from